Browns lost another starting linebacker in Sione Takitaki, tore his ACL, out for the year. Joe Woods, defensive coordinator, talked about the challenges of facing the Bengals and replacing another starting linebacker.
When you play these guys, they're so explosive on offense, and they have players all over the field. I think they won the last 4, beat Kansas City 3 times in a row. Probably nobody's done that, but they're playing at a really high level. So for us, it's, our playmakers have to show up, and defensively, you just want to have a simple plan where the guys can play fast.
Joe, you guys are on that play, how big of a loss that is, and I mean, not just from a standpoint of he kind of had transitioned into that Mike role for you guys, but he seems like he's like just about everyone's favorite, one of their favorite guys on the team.
Yeah, everybody loves Tak. He loves the game, great competitor, leadership qualities, and him going down, that hurt everybody. I talked to him this morning when I saw him, and I know he'll bounce back. But yeah, we lost a big part of our defense there. But at the same time, it's an opportunity for other guys to step up.
And Ashley, you wrote an article just about the linebackers and kind of dealing with that revolving door. Take us through that, what you found out and what they're having, how they're thinking.
Yeah, I talked to Jacob Phillips in the locker room yesterday, who's one of these linebackers who unfortunately has suffered a season-ending injury. He was the second of which, of course, Anthony Walker Jr. was the first middle linebacker. He suffered a season-ending knee injury, ruptured his quad tendon against the Steelers in Week 3. Jacob Phillips did it a few weeks later. He's injured his pec muscle. That injury required surgery against the Ravens on October 23rd. And then, of course, Sione Takitaki, they had kind of transitioned into a Mike role from a Sam role, which is his normal spot, and then he injures his ACL. So I kind of talked to Jacob, and, it is kind of this mindset of how the heck is this happening at one position? It's just really unfortunate. But he said, it's part of the game. But he said, I was kind of surprised, but not really that surprised getting to know these guys a little bit and their demeanors. But he said their mood has been pretty high, even though all 3 of them are out for the year. And, he has added a guy like Nick Harris, who they've also gotten close to, of course, the guy who won the starting center job, who was out for the year with a knee injury in that first preseason game. And he said the mood is high because they're winning. That winning cures all. And he brought up a great point to me that, we've won 2 in a row, but this is why we go through everything. This is why we go through practices and everything that we go through, risk injury, because we want to win. So when the team is winning, they are still like in a great mood. And I think it says a lot about these guys that, Jacob and Anthony got injured so early in the year. Sometimes when NFL guys, when that happens to them, they'll go and they'll rehab wherever they want to, kind of away from the building. They have that luxury. But these guys have chosen to stick here and stay in Cleveland and stay in Berea and be involved and attend meetings and do all those things. So I think it says a lot about kind of their mentality as a group and their leadership qualities that they have in that room, that they're still wanting to be involved in this way. And it's kind of easy to understand that, yes, winning in that sense kind of does brighten their spirits a little bit, even though they are dealing with a lot as individuals.